Welcome back to the Campus Live. My name is Sarah Kazembe, and on today's show, we have an interesting guest. We all know that the University of Johannesburg is at the forefront of academic excellence. Joining me in studio today is Sarah Kazembe, who did not just achieve one distinction, or rather obtain one distinction in her undergrad, not two, not three, not five, not seven, not 10, not 12, but 15 distinctions. You can imagine, with an average of 78%. And of course, she went out with a cum laude. Come on, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Welcome to Campus Live.
Thank you
It
very
is
much for
such a
having me.
pleasure to have an academic in the space. I am feeling the pressure. Thank you so much. But before we go any further about your academic excellence, I want to know, who are you and where do you come from?
Okay, my name is Sarah. I come from Zambia, from a city of Lusaka.
Okay.
I come from a family of 8 children.
Okay.
With my mom, and I love learning new things,
Yeah.
upskilling myself and those around me, and yeah, I love academics.
Okay, look, I'm going to go back to that question, girl. How did you do it? 15 distinctions?
Yeah. So I came to UJ in 2020. It was during the novel coronavirus.
Yeah.
So it was all about staying consistent and just having the support of your family, because it was not an easy time, and having all that noise around you. Sometimes you get distracted and so on. But then if you know what you want, and you know how this life thing works and how you want to achieve more in life, you're going to be consistent and so on. So that's what kept me going.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what did you study?
I studied strategic communication.
Strategic communication,
Yes.
right?
With
Did
the
you have
mind-
friends?
Yes, I did have friends.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm just asking because, some people just like, okay, no friends, just books, everything, all day, every day, right?
Yeah.
But look, some students do have a challenge in terms of like balancing the academic life and the social life. So how did you really, go about it?
During coronavirus, or
I think just
afterwards?
overall.
Overall, so what happened was that with strategic communications, we usually do group work,
Okay.
whereby you meet new people and so on. So before coronavirus, what happened was that we made a group and we decided to stick with each other throughout. So managing the social life and school life was not really hard, because we kept in contact, and it's just about having a timetable, disciplining yourself, and yeah, that's about it.
And then you made it.
Yes.
Right? So now you are also on the Dean's List. For those people who don't know what the Dean's List is, what is that and what exactly happens there?
All right, so the Dean's List is for top achievers. You have to get 75% average and above in order to be on the Dean's List, and the Dean basically recognizes you as a top achiever, and they do like a little ceremony on YouTube and recognize you, your name is there, and it's just something to tell you that as a university, we recognize you, recognize your hard work, and so on and so forth.
Oh, that's beautiful. But I want to ask though, do you get a bit of money also? Okay. Okay, so now what is the future looking like? You're a bright student, you're doing so well academically, but how is the future looking like in terms of academics?
In terms of academics, I'm looking forward to doing my master's.
Okay,
The goal is to be called
okay,
Dr. Sarah.
Dr. Sarah, all right, I see,
Yes.
all right.
However, I'm looking forward to doing my internship and just going to the corporate industry, because I want to see whether I want to be an academic or a normal
Be in the
9 to
corporate
5,
world.
yeah, corporate world.
I see. But what are you doing at the moment? Are you just fully doing your honors, or you are just also doing some things on the side?
Currently, I'm a tutor.
Okay.
I'm a University of Johannesburg tutor. I tutor third years.
Yeah.
In first semester, I was doing campaign development, and I'm now doing content creation and storytelling.
Okay,
Yes,
that
I'm a
is
tutor.
interesting. That
Thank
is
you.
interesting. So now let's go to the tips, right? Because not every student can handle their time well. How did you manage your time well? Yes, you did mention that you had a timetable, right? But how did you really manage your time well? How would your week look like when you were still in undergrad, or even now because you're doing your honors? But how would your week look like?
Honestly speaking, everyone has their own ways of doing things.
Yeah, that's true.
So I found my way of doing things whereby I would just, if it's time to study, I would study. And when my brain tells me it's enough, I would just move on to something
close
else.
The book.
Yes, close the book and move on. So it's just about doing what suits you best and what you think will help you with your studies. Because sometimes you can get tips from someone and then it doesn't work for you and you feel like, oh, am I failing at this? Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? And so on. So it's about finding your routine, finding your rhythm.
But surely, I mean, you did well, but surely there were challenges.
Yes, definitely.
So unpack on the challenges that you had to encounter, and how did you overcome the challenges?
All right, so time management was one of the things which I had to like...
You had a problem with procrastination?
Yes, I had a problem with procrastination, and time management was one of the problems which I had as well. So I had to overcome that because I'd find myself whereby I'd be stressing a lot and getting migraines and so on. So I had to...
So you had to get into a space where you have to now center yourself, you know, and refocus. What else?
That was about it. Because usually when I find myself stressing a lot, I just decide to leave whatever I'm doing because I'll end up not doing it anyways. I'll just keep on stressing and so on. So you just focus, pray about it, and yeah.
Okay. Because I'm also doing my honors, right? So the resilience that you learn from school, that like the mindset of saying, let me wake up and study. Let me wake up and push so that I can do well for that test or for that assignment. It's kind of the same as well when you go into the corporate world, because not entirely the same, but if you had the same attitude and you did so well, I'm sure you will be able to do well in the corporate world. I want to know, what do you do for fun?
I create content, I go out with my siblings, and yeah, that's about it. That's what I do for fun.
So content where? TikTok, YouTube?
YouTube.
So what kind of content do you release?
So I decided to do a digital diary whereby I document my life journey. I want to be an inspiration to other young women going through the same thing as me, like going through the metamorphosis of life and trying to find their way through this journey called life. Like, a lot can happen. So it's like motivation to keep going on. You know, like on social media, you usually see the fake side of it, like everyone is happy and so on. So I want to show the reality of life, the reality of where I come from and where I'm going. And for people to just look back and be like, you know what, I'm not the only one feeling this way. I'm not the only one going through this. And
So actually, when you say the fake side of it, right, here's a question. Do you now ever post or release content when you're feeling sad?
Yes.
And you cry?
Not crying. So I release content whereby this I'm doing my research essay, right?
Yeah.
And I was going through it during...
I know what that feels like.
During recess. And I was like, you know what? This is what my YouTube is all about. And I documented it, telling people how this is the process you go through. You go through hard times, even just to get a 50%. This is what you go through. And I'm going to show you guys because this is what my content is all about. And
no, I like that.
So it's realistic.
No, I really like that. I really like that. But what would you say to the younger Sarah that came into varsity first year? Let's take it back. What would you say to her?
Wow, I would tell her that you did a great job. Thank you for being yourself, and you're going to be an inspiration to many. You're going to do a great job. You're going to inspire little siblings, and you finally headed to where you've always wanted to be, no matter where you are now as a first year. You're heading in the right direction, and God's got you, as always.
Oh, man, I love that. I really do love that. I feel like a lot of people can relate with the story. But, you know, you didn't mention where can people find you on YouTube even. What's your handle on YouTube?
My YouTube channel is Sarah Kazembe on all social media platforms. Sarah Kazembe. Yes.
Okay. So, Instagram, Sarah?
Yes, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube.
All right, cool.
LinkedIn, everywhere.
Just one last thing, right? You're leaving a message to your fellow students or people who are walking in the same shoes as you. What would you say in that camera?
I would say that be yourself, never stop dreaming because your dreams are valid, and conquer your dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said that you come from a family of 8.
Eight children.
Yeah. But how has the support been? Because I know it's very crucial. Because as a student, you know, sometimes you do need that support from family. But how has your family supported you in your academic journey?
So coming from an underprivileged family, we all know the importance of academics.
Yeah.
So we definitely push each other to do well and to do better, because we know that we can be the best version of ourselves. And I would like to thank them for their support, especially my mom. She's one of the women that I look up to.
Actually, you can look into the camera and tell her, because she'll be watching. And tell her that.
Not me about to get emotional. Thank you, Mama, for always being there for us and for being the kind of woman you are. You're very strong. You're our hero, and we love you so much. May God bless you and always keep you with us.
Look at me starting to get emotional. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, no, Mom, thank you so much as well. All right. Thank you for, you know, raising this beautiful, beautiful lady right here. You are definitely destined for greatness. I can't wait to see you soar, and I can't wait to see you again on the Dean's List. Is there like a Dean's List after people get honest? But you know, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. I can't wait to see you soar. I believe that you will definitely do great in the corporate world that you want to venture into. Go out there. The sky is definitely your limits.
Thank
right?
you.
You can achieve anything that you put your mind to, and I'm sure you know that, because I mean, come on, 15 distinctions in your name. I mean, you know. Thank you so much for joining me. It was an absolute pleasure, and I just hope that the students who will be watching this can see that it is possible, even though they go through challenges. It does not matter what the background is, but it is possible for you too. Thank you so much for joining me today.
It's a pleasure.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we leave it for today. This is the Campus Life, and my name is Sarah Kazembe. So until I see you next time, goodbye.
The University of Johannesburg, the future reimagined.